Hello, my name is Snorv and I'm bringing you another Wii U and 3DS news roundup video onto my channel. If you guys go on to find this video useful or informative, I'd really appreciate if you guys hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with the latest Nintendo news. So I'm going to start off this video with some Bayonetta 2 details. So we got some story, gameplay and character details. So the game starts off with Bayonetta. She is out for Christmas shopping. She then meets up with Enzo and Gian. This is followed by a transformation into a new outfit. Gian's soul gets separated from her body and gets dragged down to hell. Bayonetta has 24 hours to get Gian's soul. This brings Bayonetta to Noton, which contains gates to different realms. You'll meet a young boy named Loki, who has the power to control time. You start out with a new set of pistols called the Lover's Blow. You get these from Rodin. Rodin is your supplier of weaponry and will also give you useful advice along the way. You can bring him golden LPs and you'll get additional items. The Rax Hassar are swords you can equip to both legs and arms. The Kafka is a bow for the arms that can fire shots at a decent distance. Dodging attacks at the right time activates Witch Time. This allows you to get a few more hits on the enemies. Umbra and Climax attacks bring powerful demons to the battlefield to fight for you. Torture and Infernal Demons attacks are extremely powerful. The game is playable with the Wii U gamepad, Pro Controller and the Classic Controller Pro. If you play via touchscreen, you aim stylus at the locations you want to go. You can collect Umbran Crows, valuables from resting places and other goodies. You can use these to increase Bayonetta's skills. Noton is a place inspired by classic European structures. We got some more Hyrule Warriors details from Koei Tecmo. Koei Tecmo explains the developer roles with Hyrule Warriors. This is coming from an O&M interview with producer Yuzuki Hayashio. Omega Force were kind enough to create the basic Dynasty Warriors style gameplay. Team Ninja made the one-on-one and boss battle sections for us, and Nintendo gave us the understanding required for the Zelda series. As we were using the Zelda IP, Nintendo did detailed checks at the beginning of development. But what really stood out from a developmental perspective was Nintendo's constant encouragement to take a free approach to the creation process. We also got some of the Super Smash Bros. 3DS details. We got some details about the music. This is coming from a pick of the day from Sakurai last week. This is what he had to say. The 3DS version has an excellent sounds collection. The design looks nice for a sound test screen, doesn't it? The front colour for the remix text on remix songs comes in pink or white. The pink ones are songs arranged for this version of Super Smash Bros., while the white ones are remixes made in earlier Smash Bros. Games. This means there are recurring songs from past releases. Choose your songs and play with features on the bottom screen. You can listen to character voices too. One of the new highlights for this feature is a play in sleep mode option in upper right. If you turn this on, you can listen to the tracks with your headphones, even when your Nintendo 3DS is closed. That feature sounds pretty cool. The L and R buttons will let you skip tracks. This means you can use it as a portable music player. Enjoy listening to the tracks you love by putting all songs in loop, shuffle, or selecting your favourite tracks. That feature sounds pretty cool. Didn't expect that to happen. You can also listen to some of the tracks on the official Smash Bros. Website as well, and they are updating the website with even more music, so new music gets added all the time. We also got some classic mode details from the 3DS version of Smash Bros. This also came from a pick of the day last week. This is what Sakurai had to say. In classic mode, you challenge multiple stages en route to a climactic final battle. The more gold you put onto the scale, the harder the battles will be. In return, your rewards will get better and more abundant. The best way to earn gold fast is to win classic battles on high intensity. In classic mode, you can choose your next challenge on the route map. Looks like Master Hand is waiting at the end, but perhaps something might change if you raise the intensity. We also got some Xenoblade Chronicles X details this week. So Xenoblade Chronicles X, the map in that game will be 5 times bigger than that of Xenoblade Chronicles Wii. This is coming from an Edge interview with Miyamoto and Takahashi. So vehicles in Xenoblade Chronicles X are called dolls. They are 5 times larger than a person, so to get the same feel as Xenoblade Chronicles, the map will need to be 5 times bigger. The game world in X is in fact even bigger than that, so it's actually even bigger than 5 times bigger than Xenoblade Chronicles Wii, and that map in that game was pretty big, so this game is going to be absolutely huge. I can't wait to play this game. Xenoblade Chronicles X will also overhaul how quests were handled in Xenoblade Chronicles. This is also coming from an Edge interview with Takahashi. The quest system will be a much more user-friendly experience. Objectives and relevant people will be displayed on the map. They will be implementing a number of other features to help with quests. We also got some more Pokken Tournament details as well. So the devs have talked about the game. This is what Pokemon Company CEO and President Ishihara had to say. Pokemon has challenged all kinds of different game types, but this will be a completely new Pokemon game that one has yet to experience. The way I see it, the Pokemon's movement will correspond directly to your inputs. This has been made possible thanks to teaming up with Bandai Namco, who have been continually making 3D action games. I believe that it will be a fresh new experience that just about any Pokemon fan would want to try out. Our goal is to make a game that will make people who have never even played a fighting or competitive action game say this is amazing just by giving it a try. This is what the Tekken series chief producer had to say. Tekken is designed to let players use tactics while freely controlling their characters to the fullest, and it's also the title that has built the foundations of our company's character, action and animation system. The feeling of unity when moving characters, the excitement of landing an attack, and the pain when taking a hit, those are the feelings that have been cultivated in the know-how of what we can call Tekkenism, which will be well and alive in the upcoming titles Pokemon Action. The competitive game genre has accumulated into what many people might see as a hardcore way of playing, but originally it was a genre that was enjoyed in a wider range. This time with Pokken Tournament, rather than it being a competitive fighter, it is a competitive action game, as we're bringing it back to the roots of action and competitive games by developing it into something that can be enjoyed in a wider range. It's something you can play with ease by thinking it's Pokemon, so maybe I'll give it a try. It's something that will provide a fresh experience. Those are some of the ways of playing that are very important to us. Please look forward to the new Pokemon experience. This is what the Soul Calibur producer had to say. Honestly, within our company, I pride myself as the best when it comes to anything Pokemon. When I heard about this project, I felt that I was the most suitable person for the job, and that it was finally time for me to be able to do this. Of course, Pokken Tournament runs at 60 frames per second with smooth and dynamic action, as we especially put in efforts into its graphics. We have seriously been thinking about what it would look like if Pokemon existed in real life. while opening up our imaginations and thinking about the Pokemon's fur, muscles, and even the scenery of the world they live in as we develop the game. This is something which I've always imagined when I was a kid playing Pokemon. I always imagined what it would look like if Pokemon existed in real life. So this game does sound pretty interesting to me. So this is what the Soul Calibur producer also had to say about Pokken Tournament. So we're making Pokken Tournament into a game that can be enjoyed by all Pokemon fans and into something that has more depth the more you play it. Please look forward to the world of Pokemon that has yet to be seen and made by the most excellent staff using the latest technology available. So Pokken Tournament won't limit roster to just fighting type Pokemon. There will also be no Tekken characters in Pokken Tournament. On Twitter, one of the devs said that they are considering an international release of Pokken Tournament. He also confirmed that the game will feature unevolved Pokemon as well as evolved Pokemon. That is pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to this game. Looking forward to what Pokemon will feature in the roster. Hopefully it will come over to the West, and hopefully this game will come over to the Wii U. I don't see why it wouldn't come to the Wii U, to be honest with you. So you also got some Zelda Wii U details. Aonuma says Zelda Wii U's open world will differ from current open world games. This is what he had to say. Since we're talking about open worlds, let's state up front that we don't plan to have an open world in the same way other companies have been doing it in recent years. That sounds pretty interesting. I'm not sure what the open world system will be like in Zelda Wii U. They have previously stated that you can walk to wherever you want to. So in the trailer, there was mountains in the distance, and Aonuma did say that you can walk to those mountains. So I'm not sure if you will be able to walk to it in one go or whether it will be in stages. So you walk to a certain area, and then there's like a mini cutscene, and then you carry on walking, if you know what I mean. So we also got some more Splatoon details as well. And Nintendo considered Mario as the main character in Splatoon. This comes from Miyamoto's interview in the latest issue of The Edge magazine. This is what he had to say. There were heated debates over who the main player character should be, whether it should be Mario or a squid. When we talked about the possibility of it being Mario, of course, we could think of the advantages. Anybody would be willing to touch it as soon as we announced that we had the new Mario game. But at the same time, we had some worries. If it were Mario, we wouldn't be able to create any new IP. I'm really glad that Splatoon isn't featuring Mario, just because I don't think Mario is needed in Splatoon. I think the characters and the squid and the setting of Splatoon is alright as it is. I don't think Mario would have benefited Splatoon. In fact, I think it would have put off more people from playing Splatoon, just because people might have said, oh, it's another Mario game. We've got plenty of Mario games. I don't need to buy this game. So I think it being a new IP helps Splatoon a lot. I'm glad that they are branching away from Mario with this game. And like I said, I don't think Mario is needed within Splatoon. It is nice to see a game that doesn't feature Mario, just because there are plenty of games that have came out over the past few years that have featured Mario. So I am glad that Nintendo decided to give Mario a rest with Splatoon. So yeah, that's all of the information I have to cover within this video. Like I said at the start, if you found this video useful or informative, please don't forget to hit that like or thumbs up button. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to be updated with the latest Nintendo news. But until next time, I'm out of here for now. Goodbye.